Yesterday, a hearing was held in the United States Congress regarding the technologies that are utilized for payment methods other than cash. This hearing, which took place during the course of discussions, came after the earlier debate. Tom Emmer, who is the chair of the National Republican Congressional Committee, is the one who brought Ripple XRP to the forefront of attention in particular. There were also a number of other types of electronic currencies that were included in this context. Ripple supporters showed a great deal of enthusiasm during the congressional hearing that took place yesterday. The hearing was themed "Is Cash Still in Circulation?" and it was held in the United States Capitol. Representative Tom Emmer, who also serves as the representative for Minnesota's 6th District, delivered a speech to a gathering of influential individuals working in the payments industry. Following a brief talk with Ms. Christine Tetral, who serves as the Senior Policy Counsel for Consumer Reports, Representative Emmer delivered the address to the group that was gathered. In addition to a wide range of other cryptocurrencies and initiatives, Mr. Emmer discussed a number of different cryptocurrencies and initiatives, some of which include Ripple and XRP, amongst others. Ripple is now defending itself in court against a class action lawsuit that was filed against it for selling XRP to investors in the form of an unregistered asset. The complaint was brought against Ripple for selling XRP to investors. The case was filed in order to ensure that Ripple is held responsible for the actions it has implemented. As an additional point of interest, Ripple has been subjected to criticism for its actions that violate security regulations, and the corporation is currently being sued for its behavior in this regard. The cryptocurrency Ripple has been subjected to criticism for a variety of reasons. Since Ripple was found to have breached the Bank Secrecy Act in 2015, the business was required to pay a fine of $700,000 as a consequence of the violation. Ripple has been involved in past legal troubles. In fact, this is not the first time that it has been in such a dilemma. Ripple has been involved in legal issues in the past. A lawsuit was also filed against them in 2017, with the R3 blockchain consortium citing a disagreement on the alternatives that were available for the purchase of XRP tokens as the grounds for the case. The complaint was filed against them. We would greatly appreciate it if you could comment on the fact that Ripple came up during the Congressional Committee's session. Could you please share your thoughts with us in the comments section? We would be grateful for your participation. The question that Mr. Emmer was posing to Miss was whether or not she was aware of the significant amount of technological advancement that has been going on in blockchain to this day. Additionally, he listed Bitcoin, Ethereum, EOS, Monero, Zash, the Plastic Bank, and Mesa, all of which are examples of promising advances in the field of digital payment system technology. In addition to this, he expressed fear that these new ideas would be stifled, thanks to excessive regulation by an authority in digital financial services. Ms. Tetral was a member of the steering group for the Speedier Payments Task Force, which was established by the Federal Reserve. Additionally, she was a contributor to the development of the Consumer Reports rating system for peer-to-peer payment services such as Vano. Additionally, Ms. Tetral was well versed in a large variety of alternative payment methods and cryptocurrencies, including ransomware, which Mr. Emmer had mentioned. Ms. Tetral was also familiar with a wide number of cryptocurrencies. On the other hand, it was observed that cryptocurrencies have the potential to be utilized in the prevention of cybercrimes such as the theft of data on social media platforms. This was one of the things that emerged from the discussion. According to the Congressional Committee, cryptojacking attacks and database intrusions were also among the top problems that they mentioned as being among their key concerns. The XRP Army spread these remarks as if they were a congressional endorsement, which is a startling departure from the actual events that have taken place over the course of the previous 2 years in a row. Certainly, this is a noteworthy deviation. Ever since the beginning of the crypto winter, which occurred more than 2 years ago, XRP has been witnessing a continuous slide in price. This trend has the potential to continue. This deterioration has been going on for a considerable amount of time. With the intention of generating funds for the purpose of funding development projects, the price of XRP has been gradually decreasing. This is being done in order to accomplish this goal. The Ripple firm has a stash of pre-mined tokens, and these tokens are frequently made available for purchase on cryptocurrency exchanges in considerable quantities. The corporation is in charge of keeping the pre-mined token stockpile. In contrast, Ripple has been exerting a significant amount of work over the course of the past several months in order to reduce the number of XRP that is being sold on exchanges during this time period. This effort has been made in order to cut down on the amount of XRP that is being sold. As a result of the recent disclosure that Ripple may be contemplating an initial public offering, IPO, a number of individuals are beginning to wonder whether or not XRP is genuinely beneficial. One of the most important things to keep in mind is that the asset is not a required instrument for carrying out transactions on Ripple. The native asset is posing a threat to the conventional international payment system that has been in use for millennia. This is being done in an effort to compete with SWIFT. This narrative was expected to be advanced to a more advanced level through their lobbying of world leaders at the World Economic Forum that took place as part of this year's event. An additional point to consider is that the Genesis block is one of the 32.570 blocks that are absent from the dataset. The XRP ledger, which includes the following, has been brought to the attention of those individuals who are questioning its legitimacy. Given this, it is not possible to carry out an audit on Ripple's $100 billion XRP supply, nor is it possible to check the chain of custody for the supply. Both of these things are impossible. In light of this, you are obligated to have entire faith in Ripple in all aspects pertaining to market capitalization. Such criteria must be met. The value of Ripple XRP, which is the third cryptocurrency that is currently accessible on the market, has had a relatively miserable 2018 overall, despite the fact that it achieved its all-time high in January. Ripple XRP is the third cryptocurrency that is currently available on the market. All of these transactions have taken place throughout the course of the year, which is why this was the situation that occurred. The goal is to make XRP the currency of choice for international money transfers and payments by providing both the network and the liquidity. This will be accomplished by supplying both. Providing both of these will allow this to be performed. The fundamental goal of cryptocurrency is to bring about a significant change in the way that financial institutions and companies that offer payment services operate when it comes to international money transfers. Through the provision of tailored solutions such as Rapid and Scurrent, it is possible to accomplish the goal of making XRP the currency that is most suitable for these international financial transactions. The purpose of these solutions is to assist in accomplishing the aim. Many people have a tendency to disregard these cryptocurrencies to an excessive degree and pay less attention to them as a consequence of the extremely stable values that they maintain. This is because they are more stable than other cryptocurrencies. The investment in these cryptocurrencies would not only result in the highest possible returns, but it would also reduce the amount of anxiety that is associated with fluctuations in the prices of these cryptocurrencies on the platform. The reason for this is that the platform functions as a decentralized economy. The vast majority of people have a propensity to disregard a significant number of cryptocurrencies and to pay less attention to them than they ought to. The network that it offers, according to Forex.park, also has two benefits that a sizably large number of other products share. It is both quick and affordable. There are two benefits that are exclusive to this product that are described here. A return on investment, ROI, that ranges from 25% to 100% on whatever you invest in a period of 10 days with Bitcoin SV, Litecoin, and Ethereum are just a few instances of the numerous cryptocurrencies for which you will receive a return on the money that you invest. Additionally, the utilization of its freshly introduced Cobalt algorithm enables it to guarantee an even greater TPS by reducing the time required for each transaction from 4 seconds to just 1 second. That sounds fantastic, especially with regard to the ultimate goal of achieving the threshold necessary to surpass more conventional systems such as SWIFT. The leadership of Ripple has a propensity to place an excessive amount of emphasis on working directly with banks, which has resulted in a significant amount of anxiety being expressed about the implications of this propensity. Although it has been mentioned that the platform has been referred to as becoming increasingly centralized, the goal that Nakamoto had in mind was to establish a cryptocurrency that is decentralized. However, this has been stated. This is in stark contrast to the objective that Nakamoto had in mind when beginning the project. Should the consortium of financial institutions come to the conclusion that they should no longer make use of XRP, it would be fascinating to observe the consequences of this choice. Users will have the ability to send and receive payments in a variety of currencies by utilizing blockchain technology that the latter has already built. Other significant financial institutions, including Santander Bank and Standard Chartered Bank, are using or testing the framework that Ripple is providing. These institutions are either employing or testing the framework. The Ripple platform is built on blockchain technology. It is possible to say that the development of this mobile application has already been completed because it has already been completed. It is important to note that despite the fact that these are significant safeguards that have been taken in advance, the testing program that Standard Chartered has been executing between India and Singapore has already been put into operation. The circumstance in which you need to convince customers on the ground is very different from the situation in which you need to talk to banks, which is an altogether different thing. It is the fact that they are not generally adopted that is the source of the problem, which further complicates the situation that is currently taking place. In the event that all of Ripple's agreements are put into force, what courses of action should Ripple XRP pursue in order to go forward with the next development? If this course of action were to be taken, it would result in the most favorable outcome that could possibly take place. When it comes to the relevance of its collaboration with a substantial number of central banks that are located in different parts of the world, it is impossible to overstate the importance of this partnership. A cryptocurrency such as Stellar Lumens has the potential to steal the deal from Ripple, which would be the worst possible event that could possibly take place. This possibility exists. The Ripple network would be sensible to make its network accessible for use in a wider variety of applications, in addition to being utilized for international money transactions, given the current conditions. This would be a wise decision. Taking this course of action would be considered responsible. The fact that the organization does not have to look outside of its areas of responsibility in order to uncover more use cases is a development that is helpful to the company. Specifically, this is in the form of the recently disclosed possibility that the Ripple network can be utilized to initiate or host token issuance. The token will find more applications if the company becomes more open to the idea of initial coin offerings, ECOs, on its XRP ledger of information.